Well, Kenny, you know what time it is.
Oh yeah, damn. I'm smiling and shit. This is not a happy moment.
Yeah, no, not yet. At least we have to get the somberness out of the way first. Um, the wrestling world lost a very prominent figure in Pat Patterson.
I'm putting all problematic jokes aside for this.
Thank you. He was the first openly gay wrestler. He was the very first intercontinental champion, and he's the father of the Royal Rumble match. Um, so yeah, this was a huge loss because it, he's the the reason that, well, aside from the Royal Rumble and aside from the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship, aside from the LGBTQI advocacy, he is responsible for a lot of the adequacies of your favorite stars or legendary stars for that matter. Case in point, the Sweet Chin music was just a signature move in which Shawn Michaels would finish with the teardrop suplex of all moves. Which one night after a match, Shawn gets back to Gorilla and Pat goes, you know those that kick you do, that sweeping kick before you do that teardrop suplex. Why don't you finish with that? And thus we get one of the most devastating finishers in WWE history. So he is influential inside the nuances of that company, and it's a huge loss. Also, we also lost Maradona this week, and Kenny, I don't know if you know, but Maradona was that work. You talk about your Ronaldinho's, your Lionel Messi's, your Cristiano Ronaldo's, hell, even your Pele's.
Excuse me.
Maradona was probably I'll put it to you like this. The only difference between Maradona and Messi is that Messi eventually paid his taxes.
Wow.
Man, Maradona was a wild boy. But here's the crazy thing about it. Like, yeah, he was a wild boy, but oh my God, was he so good. Put it to you like this. He was like the Michael Jordan of soccer at that time. In a sense of he could take a chip from anything and put that bitch on his shoulder. He could take anything personally. And then not only that, he was so good that like he could embarrass you because for the sake of just doing it for shits and giggles, not because it's the situation called for it, but because the situation came about and it was a possibility that that could have been done, and he did what the situation called for. He just added a little cheese to it too. Like,
Lord.
1986, they played England. We know that game as the Hand of God game, in which Maradona essentially handballed.
Wow.
However, within that same afternoon, right, he proved the point to kind of like what do I want to say? Erase the like infamy portion of the Hand of God goal, because your man's like literally charged through that backcourt for England and just scored a goal on them like it was nothing, because it was nothing. So it's like this dude was amazing. He was just one of those dudes that like had a knack for knowing where the ball was, where the ball was going to travel, and knowing where he had to be in order to get to the ball. He knew how to like. He just this is just a dude that grew up on like the rough streets of Brazil, and yeah, Buenos Aires. No, that's Argentina, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's Argentina.
Right.
I could be wrong though. You know a little more about this than I do.
Usually. So, but yeah, like this is a kid that grew up, poor. This is a rags to riches, back to rags story essentially, and he was the breadwinner of his family by the time he was 15, because just off the strength of his talent alone. So, like, was he a messed up individual outside off the field? Sure, but that was because again, I'm not uh, condoning the off-field issues that he had, the cocaine use and addiction, the mob ties, the domestic violence, so on and so forth. But it does, bring about the fact that he comes from a, uh, you know, poor upbringing, and he was taking care of his entire family since he was 15 years old, and was like acting as if it didn't bother him or anything like that, when subconsciously, well, given his actions, that's how it manifested. So nonetheless, this was a talent that was generational, and it bred your Lionel Messi, because this was a kid that came up around the same area, even though Messi was basically born into a soccer factory. Like, I put it to you like this: if I want to say, all right, so Ham from Aerosmith, the rhythm guitarist,
Mhm.
Steven always said that Ham played like he was taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was formally taught. Whereas Joe Perry, the lead guitarist,
Mhm.
he felt that shit. He played with soul. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I
Messi was taught. Maradona played with soul. You know what I'm saying? That that that's the playing difference between those two essentially. And listen, that is it. If Maradona's Jordan, Messi's LeBron type of deal. It's a I couldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for you. And he is essentially that, if it wasn't for you, for this generation of talent. So A moment of silence for both Pat Patterson and Diego Maradona. Rest in peace, gentlemen. However, we can now kick things into gear, Kenny.
Correct.
I would like to start out by throwing this out because this is starting to become a weekly trend that Kenny hates. That's right. Number 6, Florida throttles Tennessee 31-19. We'll see y'all in Atlanta. Great to be. Great to be, Kenny. Finish that sentence for me.
LSU?
No. You guys lost, okay? You guys lost. No, it's not great to be an LSU fan.
We're always losing, so that's the thing that happens with us. So.
Yeah, well, we're winning on a consistent basis right now, so it's great to be what now, Kenny?
Undefeated.
Well, we're close, but we're not undefeated. Great to be a Florida Gator. That's right.
Who cares? Like, who cares? Like, no one. You know, you see how no one is moved by this.
I'm moved by this. Florida fans everywhere are moved by this. All right. Why? Because
y'all haven't been good in a very long time. We get it.
We haven't been good in a very long time, and we're used to prestige. Okay. So just let me fucking have this. All right.
You can have it.
Atlanta's still a dumpster fire.
You can have it.
Thank you.
Welcome. I mean, I got to have it last year with you know.
And I let you have it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Thank you. That's all I asked for. You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked for. All I asked for is you're just happy for my team, and I wouldn't be such a dick about your team. However, every time you attack my team, I have every right to attack your team, who is not doing as well as my team right now, Kenny. That's fair.
I don't care. We're not.
As far as the pros go, the literal only thing you have up on us is one Super Bowl.
And that's enough.
Is it?
Yep, we don't got. And you know what else we don't got that y'all have?
What, Kenny?
A botched onside kick. At least we know how to get an onside kick.
You know what? I accept that joke because that all happened within this season. It beats the hell out of a 28-3 joke. Let me tell you, that's getting old. About 4 years old, if we're being exact.
I seen the other day Juan posted that on your status. He was talking about the Patriots. He's like,
at that point, I was like, "Yeah, what up? What about it?" Like, wait. Here's the crazy thing about it. We've had more misfortune since that point, and all everybody want to remember is 28-3.
But that's the worst.
We blew a lead in the biggest stage of them all. But did you not expect that? Am I the only person that expect that? And I'm the Falcon fan? Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. That is wild to me. You know, that's absolutely wild to me. You know, because I'll be completely honest with you. Around halftime, I was on cloud 9. However, when Tom Brady got that first touchdown, I was sick. Boy, was I sick. Because I knew that we lost that game. And they only scored one touchdown. But I knew it was over from that point on. Because that's when the floodgates just open at that point. Then you get ridiculous shit happening like that Julian Edelman catch. And then, well, you know the rest of the story. So it's like at that
I said,
point,
get up and go, must get up and win.
at that point, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like I have to hold that. I can own that. However, a lot of things have happened since then.
Listen, 28-3 is just the easiest go-to to get you guys to be quiet. That's it.
Sure, but hear me out, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the following year or the year before that. We go out to London. I wake up around
6, 7.
nah. This game was on around like 10 or 11 o'clock. Like the game was like maybe halfway into the first quarter when it started or whatever, right? I look at the score, man, we have like 14-0. And it was going to halftime. I said, cool, we got this. Man, I went to go take a nap. I get up again about an hour or so later, and it's the fourth quarter with like a minute and 20. It was under the 2-minute warning, and Detroit was just marching downfield on us, only down 2 points. No big deal. And these motherfuckers kicked the game-winning field goal on us as time expired. Then
Sound like I just got a habit of losing games.
Then, just recently, I want to say as recently as last year to this year, it happened again. Not the same scenario. However, we go out to London and lose.
Listen, y'all could be the Eagles, okay?
We have that onside kick fiasco. We have that. Let's see what else was in within the last 4 years. 2 losing seasons, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We've recently fired that same head coach that got us to the Super Bowl in the first place. So you see what he's done lately. That offensive coordinator that made a name for choking in the Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator goes on and the following year chokes as a head coach in the Super Bowl.
That is funny.
But that's my point. You know what I'm saying? That is my point. A lot funnier shit has happened since 28-3. So we have given y'all much more material. And y'all still want to stick to something as stale as 28-3. I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a head start, right? But matter of fact, Kenny has given you guys a goddamn head start with that onside kick crap, in which I had to hold that because that's all happened within the year. Our fucking coach is Raheem Morris, and we're doing a better job than we did with Dan Quinn. That's not a joke to y'all?
Hey, Raheem Morris solid though.
Raheem Morris is a solid defensive coordinator. But didn't Raheem Morris have a stint in Tampa?
That ain't his fault.
Oh, it most certainly. Oh, well, no, it's not. You're right. But he had a hand in it. That's my point.
Barely.
He definitely had a hand
in it. Had no talent.
So excuse me for being skeptical about Raheem Morris.
Listen, damn, Raheem Morris he gets a bad rap. It's not fair. He's actually a good coach. It's just TNC coach was ass.
In due time, I'll give you that benefit of the doubt.
He said in due time. Well, man, whatever, bro. Introduce yourself to the show.
I don't know. I don't trust it for the simple fact that we're still mediocre at best. Now, I'm not looking for an immediate turnaround or anything like that. Yeah, we won a couple of games since we fired Quinn, but it's like, here's my thing. Our quarterback is as old as Caleb. It's time we upgrade. All right.
Ours is 28 too.
Our leading wide receiver, he's injury prone. Let's face it. Let's call it for what it is. Excellent talent when he's healthy. Elite when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you when you're hurt?
Unavailable.
Yes. And what are you hurt? What are you when you're hurt on a consistent basis?
Unavailable.
So now we have to depend essentially on Calvin Ridley, right? In which I don't mind at all because Calvin Ridley is essentially Julio Jones Jr. that can actually score in the red zone. So I'll take that. Now, give me a new quarterback. Give me one more wide receiver. Just one more. That's all we need to understudy Julio Jones because Julio Jones is going to be out within the next couple of years.
We can give you Nate Sudfeld and JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
I will fuck you up. Shut up. So give us a quarterback. Give us a good draft pick and a quarterback. Give us a good draft pick and a wide receiver. We already have a solid halfback in core, if you ask me, because Todd Gurley is healthy for now. So that's good to me.
I'm telling you, JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Then that Ito Smith kid, he's got something. I don't know
what. Ito Smith.
I don't know what yet, but he's got something.
He's got the bench.
No, he's got on-field talent, Kenny. All right, unlike your halfback in core, you dick. See?
Hey! My running backs are dope. We have Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, and Boston Scott. Got it.
I haven't heard the name Jordan Howard since he was in Chicago.
Well, he's back now, so he might be okay. He's back in Philly.
That's back up?
Yeah, he's backing up Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. But still, he's still there.
Miles Sanders sounds like a jazz musician.
Miles Sanders is a beast when he gets the ball. If Doug Peterson ever decides to run the damn ball.
At least Ito Smith sounds like a halfback name. You know what I'm saying?
Ito Smith sounds like a bad Ethiopian doctor.
Okay. All right.
A bad Filipino doctor.
Smith is not even a Filipino nor Ethiopian surname.
Ito Smith.
Okay. All right.
Ito Smith. Ito Smith. Ito Smith here. Dr. Ito Smith. I thought that. You hear heart palpitations? You like soy sauce on rice? Dr. Ito Smith? Put eggs and rice. And for your rice, Ito Smith?
Kidding. Stop it. Just because we're using a buzzer does not give you free reign to keep doing it. The buzzer is to encourage you.
Dr. Ito Smith, I had your diagnosis.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, that's the show. It was a good run.
You don't talk about me. I am your doctor.
I think we're done here. I don't think Gorilla Game last any longer because
I am your doctor.
Because Kenny's absolutely insensitive.
That is not as funny. I am your doctor. It was me.
Nonetheless, we'll see if we can try to make up for this. All right, so it's 9:50 p.m. on Saturday, December 5th. Kenny's going to hell in the handbasket. I'm Carlos.
I am doctor.
You're empathetic, yet foul-mouthed, yet still manageably politically correct. This here is my unruly, politically incorrect, pompous.
Damn, I gotta be pompous.
No, that's me. I'm the pompous one. I'm just reflecting some of my traits on
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's just me and Dr. Ito Smith, aka Kenneth Whitaker.
Jesus Christ. Marion Justin.
What would you do if you had a Filipino doctor named Ito Smith like that and he talked like that? Would you laugh?
No. Kenny, listen.
You wouldn't think you don't think that accent is funny?
I ordered McDonald's from a lady with the wild Chinese accent, okay? And the
That
first
wasn't
few
a Chinese
times
accent, that was a
funny.
Spanish accent. It just sounded Chinese.
It's like the first few times it was funny, but then at that point it's like, all right, she talks like that. It is what it is. Yeah.
See, this is why I can't be anywhere because I laugh at people's accents all the damn time.
I was short $1 and she stalled me out. I was like, that's why you're a real one. I'm sorry for making fun of you.
It's okay, no dollar. You think dollar, you keep dollar.
All right. So this episode, we have our 10 count.
We have 10 count. 10 point. Sorry.
Please stop. I'm begging you. We have our 10 count. We have a subject that I do want to talk about. NBA free agency. It's been a bit of a carousel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Who got signed again? I missed it. I think I missed something.
And then,
is it? Or you just talk about overall?
Just overall, it's been wild. Just absolutely wild.
Yep. Did we talk about John Wall getting traded to Houston?
We're going to talk about it.
We didn't talk about that last week? No, it happened after the show.
It sure did.
Wow. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. From Ito Smith to John Wall and Russell Westbrook. We've come full circle when it comes to cultures. Isn't he like mixed with Filipino or something? I think I seen the picture of him. I think he's mixed with something. I'm just asking. I don't know. He's mixed with something.
I don't know at this point, Kenny, but why are we so focused on it? Are you very fascinated with the name Ito? Is that
yes, I am very fascinated with the name Ito. That's actually a very cool name.
Cool enough for you to appropriate?
I mean,
as you did the last couple of minutes of the show just now?
I mean, it's funny. You're not going to make me feel bad for talking about people's accents, okay?
I most certainly will, okay?
People make fun of accents. People make fun of my accent all the damn time. I don't want to hear that shit.
Exactly.
Everything is not everything. No. Make a joke. What happened to you? You've gone soft on me. God damn it. This podcast is the same.
I have not gone.
What the hell is wrong with you? This is the same man. This is the same man that no. This is the same man that posted a meme of John F. Kennedy getting his top blown off with his damn wife coming out the top of the damn back of the car and talking about some women always leave you at your lowest. And now you can't take me doing an accent? Fuck out of here, dog.
I love how you.
No. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Now you got a censor. Now you got a sensitivity marker. Now you got a moral high ground. Fuck out of here. Now you got some kind of moral high ground after posting John F. Kennedy in slow motion. No, ain't no finger. Posted him in slow motion and his top blown off with Jackie Kennedy hop out the back talking about some women always leave you at your worst moment. And you thought that shit was hilarious. But me doing an accent isn't funny? Fuck out of here. So shows what your moral compass is.
All right. Okay.
You can't defend it.
Yes, I can. Okay. Yes, the fuck I can. All right. Because hear me out, right? Who is that accent offending in particular?
I don't know. Somebody.
I'm sorry, I fucking hate you, bro. And who is that post offending that I posted of JFK?
Women.
Offending?
Women. Everybody. America. Fuck. America. Oh, now it's fuck America. See, look at you. Judging yourself for telling America to suck it.
Oh man.
Disrespectful.
Your high horse is ridiculous.
Huh?
Your high horse is ridiculous.
My high horse ain't ridiculous. I'm just telling you. I'm answering your question. Hey, listen, Asian people make fun of their own accents. Okay, I got an Asian friend that makes fun of his accent all the goddamn time. Him and his buddies make fun of their accents. So I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck out of here. And if they can make fun of us and our culture, we should be able to make fun of theirs. Fuck out of here.
I feel like that's a lie.
It's not.
You don't have Asian friends that make fun of their accents.
I do. I really do. I really do.
I feel like that's a dead.
I really do. I have Asian friends that make fun of accents. I do. That shit happens all the time, and they've given me the freedom to do it. So I feel like it's not a problem.
What are your Asian friends' names?
One of the names is Michael. And so he doesn't really have an Asian. Another girl's name is Glenda. Then another one's name is Lenore. And they make fun of their accents all the time. So 2 of these people are women. So take that.
No.
Boy, don't get mad at me because I have proof and I back my shit up and I got reasons. You just
I still didn't hear names, Kenny. Okay.
I just gave you names.
No, you didn't.
I did so. I just said names.
What were they?
I said one name was Michael, one name was Glenda, one name was Lenore. And 2 of them are women. Can you guess which new names are the women?
Glenda and Lenore are my guesses, but
yeah, good job.
Those don't even sound like American names that Asians would think of.
That's their names. That's their names. You can be skeptical all you want. It's the truth.
I'm not skeptical for them. I'm skeptical for you.
Why are you skeptical for me? I'm telling you their names.
You a lying ass nigga. That's why.
I'm not a lying ass nigga. I'm telling you the truth.
Can you lie to me just to fuck with me?
And not. And if Chico Bean could get on, TV and talk about something, they got the Chinese boy. He sound like Chaka Chung Chung. Then I don't want to hear nothing. Everybody laughs.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
That's the point. That doesn't make it right.
Hilarious. Is it or is it not funny? Humor is right to me. Humor is needed in this time, in these dark times, in this pandemic. That's right to me.
Yeah, but it has to be the right humor, all right?
And that's right.
No, it's not. There's a balance. You have to have a balance. You don't want to offend anybody. However,
I didn't offend anybody
either. So
I didn't offend anybody.
Yeah, but you also don't want to be a bitch either. In which, well, you clearly covering that spread.
I'm not being a bitch, first of all.
No, you're not. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not offending anybody either. I know Filipinos that make fun of their own accents.
You sound like those white people that say that Native Americans aren't offended by the word redskin.
You know what? I think you just really reached for that to try to make me feel bad. But guess what? I think you really reached for that to try to make me feel that. But guess what? I don't.
He said I don't.
If we can secretly make fun of the carry-out people in our houses, we should be able to freely make fun of the carry-out people on camera.
Oh my God. You call them the carry-out people?
I'm talking about the carry-out culture, not the folks. You know what I mean.
Carry-out?
That's that. Chinese people are at the carry-out, bro. It's stable in America. You go to any city, Chinese people run the carry-out. That's their domain. That's what they did. That's what they do. They run that shit. That's their, you know what I'm saying? Expertise.
Oh my God.
Name a black carry-out. Name a black carry-out.
Kenny has called me to smoke early.
Huh?
You have caused me to smoke early in the episode.
What? Because I said carry out, folks.
That's where we're at now.
Because I said we talk about the carry out people. We do.
I don't talk about the carry. Here's my thing, Kenny. All right.
So you never made a joke about the food being outside and talked in the voice.
What?
You never made a joke about food outside, and you did it in a accent.
Yes.
Okay, so don't give me shit about it when I do it for a doctor.
Well, ask me how long ago was it though? That's the
2 weeks ago.
No, well, for you, no, it was as recent as 10 minutes ago for you, but for me, why I had to pause and think for so long? Because I can't remember the last time I did it.
Man,
but I know I did it. Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with you, man.
Listen, man. My thing is that I atone for my mistakes, and I try to do better moving forward. There's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong in wanting to be a better person for society.
Oh no! I didn't mean to do that.
Is you constantly want to fight society and its progression because it's not going the way that you want it to progress.
I'm not.
Or rather, you don't agree with the progression that it's making. Or even you don't like what said progression is in any way, shape, or form. So, you can care less about these progressions. So you're going to say whatever the fuck you want anyway.
No, it's not about me not caring about progression.
Oh,
it's about me.
Shows you have to have.
It's about me. It's about me not letting motherfuckers take away my freedom of speech right because they got their panties in the bunch. Fuck that.
Your freedom of speech is a Confederate flag.
No, whoa. That's not true because I make fun of Southern accents too, and I make fun of Klan members too.
Oh yeah, but still.
So that's not a thing. You're not gonna try and make me seem like I represent Confederacy. That's not what you're about to do.
Fuck no, I'm not saying that you represent Confederacy.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that your words sound like Confederacy.
No, don't, because I'm not calling people
disagreeable.
I'm not
to the progressive American.
I'm not calling people slurs. I'm just talking in their accent. I think the accents could be funny. I think accents are funny. I think a British accent is funny.
Kenny, let me ask you another question. How does it feel being fucked with? Huh?
I'm not being fucked with at all. You're the one that's all up in arms. I'm telling you that it's funny. What? So in turn, you trying to fuck with me is only fuck with yourself because you're only frustrating yourself trying to prove a point.
Well, at this point, you're embarrassing yourself to a certain group of people, but you can care less about that certain group of people because you're going to make these jokes regardless. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
I'm not embarrassing myself to no group of people because those same group of people make fun of black folks in their spare time as well. So, and it don't offend me. I don't care because it's happened. It happens.
Because you're gonna make fun of them anyway.
No. Yes, but no, that's not.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Not because of that medium though, but because it's natural. People make fun of people.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not, and here's my thing: as long as I'm not going out there acting like I'm about to like eradicate a certain group of people or a certain race of folks, I don't see the problem of a light joke here or there.
Well,
now if somebody comes to me and say, "Hey, that offends me. Please don't do that," then I apologize.
Yeah.
But if it's just me and you and we cutting and we chopping shit up, and I think it's funny, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not. Like my intentions are not malicious. Okay. Yeah. And that's what makes me upset. People like to make people think that when people make jokes like that there's malicious intent behind it. That's not the case. You're just sensitive, and It's fine. I get it.
That you have a bit of a point at that end, but on the other side of that fence, I, as your friend, am not afraid to tell you that a joke stinks.
Your jokes stink.
Well, I mean, in general, I'm never afraid to tell you, hey, man, nah, that ain't it. Or
Whatever.
I would have done it like this, or things like that. I'll consult with you.
You thought murder was funny. Assassination was funny.
Well. Here's the thing, Kenny. In my defense, you think murder suicide is funny. So...
No, I do not. No, I do not. That's not true. You have no proof of that. You have no proof of that. You're just making up shit.
I have episodic proof of that.
There's no proof of that. What are you talking about?
Anytime we reference Chris Benoit, there's proof.
That's not funny. That's just a statement.
Full of shit.
Not making jokes about his death. That's not it.
Oh my god.
You never see me make a joke about, you know what I'm saying, him carrying dead weight or anything like that. That's not a thing.
Wow. Okay. All right. You are just lying. At some point, I'm gonna get sound bites, and these chickens are going to come home to roost, Kenny.
The chickens are coming to roost, Baba Boucher.
These chickens will most certainly come home to roost.
I don't see what you talk about. Like, I don't make jokes like that. I just gave you an example of something that somebody would probably do. I would never. I'd never do that.
So that was a kitty that was doing it. It was Black Snow.
I would never do that, bro.
It's Chet Lemon. It was Chet Lemon. Yeah. All right.
Right. That was if that joke was made, that wasn't me. That was Vince Black Man.
All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't find that funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I said it, I didn't think that was comical. Like, even if I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, Shaquem Griffin, you know what I'm saying, giving a hand, you know what I'm saying, to the defense. It's not a thing.
Why do you do this?
Or giving a standing ovation, you know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm going to stop you before you continue with that running joke. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 count brought to you by Kiki and Coke.
The sound of one hand clapping.
All right. Shut the hell up, Kenny. Number one. We got to the first one, actually, at the top of the episode. Rest in peace, Pat Patterson. That's who this week's 10 count is going to be dedicated to. Number two, the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt callback rivalry is where I've wanted Orton for a while now, not in the championship scene. Kenny, go to hell first and foremost, because I know you wanted Randy Orton in the championship scene.
Yes, I wanted an Age of Orton run, like one more run.
Because you're a terrorist, that's why.
I'm not a terrorist. I just enjoy Orton's character. Even at this juncture, he could be champ, and it'd be believable. That's all I'm saying.
Orton old down, man.
Man, whatever. You know how many old folks is in the WWE?
Yeah. You know how many old folks is champion?
Freed and Kingston. Old. But we love him so much. Oh, it's New Day.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
They got them in there twerking and playing trombones, and they getting Gears of War 5 stuff. We don't got no problem with that, but I can't talk in an accent. That's fine.
You're dying on that hill tonight, ain't you?
Because I don't see anything wrong with talking in an accent. Stand-up comedians do it all the time.
So be it. Number three, that symphony of destruction between Jeff Hardy and Elias went crazy. Especially the end of it when Jeff Hardy did a swanton bomb off the fucking wrestling pole onto Elias, who was laying on the table in the corner. But as he was crashing down, back of his head smacked against the bottom of the step. Oh, God, it was gruesome, Kenny.
Boy, with Elias.
No.
Yes.
However, instead of being a cuss like anyone else would be, Jeff Hardy decided to take a tambourine and play to his theme song. That shit was awesome. Number 4. Matt Riddle is hilarious for obvious personal reasons. For obvious personal reasons. Namely, wait. Bro. Number 5. Retribution is being handled incorrectly, but we saw that coming. However, we may finally get a Dana Brooke push, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Finally.
Kenny Omega, new AEW champion.
Yeah. And we got to watch TNA on Tuesday.
Correction. You got to watch it, TNA on Tuesday.
You got to watch it, bro. They partnered with AEW. Now it's a part of, AEW. You got to watch it.
I'll watch it when it actually starts becoming an actual AEW show.
I mean, they might not. There's a partnership, so I don't know if they're going to sell or anything. It'd be nice if it'd be dope if that happened, something that's different. Because honestly, I'm surprised TNA has been going on this long. But apparently, to wrestling Twitter, when I asked if they're being bought out by AEW, I guess the owner of TNA apparently has plenty of money. If he got plenty of money, how come he ain't getting plenty of talent? But it's okay.
Food for thought.
You got to go back to the well with Eric Young. I think he's like the champion. Yeah. That'll put butts in the seat.
Ski-woo. Number 7.
It doesn't look like it did with Mick Foley. You don't want to watch.
Okay. Number 7. Hikaru Shida. Shook once?
Yeah, she did look really shook. I was like, bro, she shook.
And I got a number.
I love Hikaru Shida. I'm like, bro. Stop looking like a punk.
Yeah, no. Because what I like about what they're doing with Hikaru Shida is that she's a force to be reckoned with, but she's still human.
Cool. As long as she's not getting treated like a punk, I don't care.
Well, I don't think she drops the title to Abaddon. However, to boost Abaddon to be a force of some sort, that also is going to be, good character building. And we did discuss character building earlier tonight. So
we did.
It makes for good, development. So, her hearing something and going, hey, can we do that over again? And the correspondent's going, yeah, this is live.
Yeah, it's live TV.
So she's like, oh, I see. Yeah, I gotta go. Hey, look, I laughed my ass off. Why? Because that's some shit I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to ask you a question once your 10 count is over, and I don't want to see something. But
all right, put a pin on that. But yeah, like that's some shit I would do. Like, as far as my gimmick would go, and 2K or whatever. Like, I'd have an interview, and somebody like Bray Wyatt would like have me shook like that a little bit. Like, I'll hear some shit like, yeah, run that back real quick. This is live. It's what now? It's live. Yeah, let's do this later. I'll talk to you. I'm off this. I don't want to hear something random and be a sitting duck. That's my gimmick psychology. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I enjoy. Like, Sheeta noticed that, there was something going on around in that area. I'm off that. I'm out of this area. Like,
right.
It's a matter of being smart and not being fearless. Like, yeah, you can be fearless, but you can also be smart too. And that was being smart. So I like that personally. Number 8, Wargames preview. Woo. There was a reason why NXT wasn't in Survivor Series this year. Tomorrow night is why. We have Wargames.
Oh, so they're doing it on a Sunday. Okay.
They are doing it on a Sunday like a pay-per-view. Kenny.
Guess I gotta watch Wargames.
When hasn't Wargames disappointed?
It hasn't. That's why I say I guess I gotta watch Wargames.
Exactly. So with that being said, squads for the Wargames matches. The men's, we know, is Undisputed Era.
Always in the Wargames.
Adam Cole, Bebe. Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. All right. Versus, I don't even know what, Team McAfee, I guess, led by Pat McAfee, Pete
The
Dunne.
punter?
Yes, the punter. Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight, and current NXT Tag Team Champions Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. That match is going to fuck hard. Very hard. Hard and fast, Kenny. And
yeah.
Balls deep, Kenny. Very much. However, on the other side of that fence, the women's side. So Team Candice LeRae, all right, consists of Miss LeRae, Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, and Toni Storm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Team Blackheart, my girl, Shotzi. Blackheart. Damn, I forgot the rest of that. Oh, right. Rhea Ripley. NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai. And Ember Moon. Son, that matchup is looking stacked. Oh my goodness, it's looking stacked. And I kind of want to see an eclipse from off the top of the cage. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Be dead ass with you. I want to see an eclipse from the top of the cage. I want to see one of the men go through some inanimate object of any kind. I don't care what. A table, a ladder, a chair wedged into a corner. I don't know. I don't care. I know that creativity is key in these matches, and they always bring it. Or as far as UE goes, they never disappoint. Ever. As a matter of fact, I can go back and watch the first few war games they've been in, and they're still amazing to watch. Just absolutely amazing to watch. And then the women, just off the sake that they're the division that people still second guess. So now they got to make a statement. So the War Games match is the women's statement match at this point, and the matches that they have had have not disappointed. War Games should be a mainstay match, like a Hell in a Cell match, like a tables, ladders, and chairs match. War Games should be a main roster pay-per-view, if we're being honest.
For real.
In which, if anything, War Games should be during Survivor Series. Or if you want to keep the traditional 5-on-5 match for Survivor Series alive, you have War Games as its own pay-per-view over the summer prior to SummerSlam. Maybe the first summer event or whatever. Or even the first, or around this time of the year. Because what do we have this time of year? TLC? We can move we can move that to
whenever.
September. We move that to September. Like one of these bullshit pay-per-views can go for real. And you can add you can plug War Games into it. Because War Games could be a 3-team match with 2 matches. Boom, just like that, you have 2 matches. Then not only that, War Games brings that, brand versus brand supremacy type of deal. And War Games makes it much more legit because with War Games, you have not only War Games matches, but the matches that lead up to it, the commentary, the heads up displays, everything about it makes the supremacy angle matter. This past Survivor Series, I barely knew what the score was. So that's the point I'm trying to make there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it brings that aspect back into it. So yeah, I already, I don't even remember the rest of the card for War Games. I don't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And
yeah, I didn't even know.
I'm willing to bet those matches are still on Raw.
I'm pretty sure of it. The thing is, for me, like, I haven't even watched any NXT like in a very long time. Because on my Wednesdays, I'm watching AEW.
That's fair.
Like, I've been like, wait, you're not finished 10 count yet. We're still on 9, right?
Yeah, 1 to 9. Forgotten Flunkies. Baron Corbin lost to.
Oh my God, we're talking about Baron Corbin in a 10 count. What is the world come to?
For the second week in a row, Kenny.
What in the world? What in the world what does the world come to? This is the man that does not really bang with Baron Corbin.
The very same, yes.
Which I, in turn, enjoyed the lone wolf gimmick. I don't like this King Corbin crap.
He's dropped the King Corbin bit.
Oh, he's dropping. Oh, he's just Corbin again.
This is the introduction to him dropping the King Corbin bit, and which, boy, am I relieved.
Time. I can't like him again.
Last week, he loses to Buddy Murphy because of interference with Dominic and Ray and Aaliyah. And so Corbin's pretty much like, it's bullshit. Like, I got something for your ass, though. I'm going to be ready next week. Comes this week with 2 flunkies. 2 flunkies turn out to be the Forgotten Sons. However, we're apparently forgetting the Forgotten Sons gimmick. We're just, I guess they're Corbin's flunkies now. All right, fine, whatever. I noticed that the one that was Buddy Murphy's teammate at one point. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. I don't remember his name now.
Yeah, neither do I. And he's about to be forgotten in history. So, because he wasn't a part of that bit. Hate to see it. But he sure was a part of that Forgotten Sons bit that I just did. Number 10. Well, actually, before we get to number 10, what was the question you asked? Because number 10 is the subject changer.
Number 10 was, have you been watching more NXT or more AEW?
I've been actually watching a certain balance. Like, I'll watch up until I get to a certain point where I'm like, all right, I'm kind of bored as to what's going on the show. And then I'll switch to AEW, and something lit's going on in AEW. And AEW go into picture in picture. I'm like, oh, fuck this. And I'll switch back to the NXT. And then like NXT will probably go into picture in picture. I'm like, oh, fuck this. And I'll turn back to AEW. They're coming out of picture in picture and shit. Or they're like having something good going on. I'm like, all right, cool. We can ride on this for a little bit. I'll miss a couple of segments of NXT, fucking around with that. They'll go to a commercial break. I'll look at my phone for a little bit, tweet a little bit, be like, oh shit, what's going on in NXT? I'll switch over to NXT, something lit's going on over there. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'll probably ride out the rest of the episode of NXT. Or if the main event is trash, I'll switch over to AEW and finish it. I'm reliving the late 90s, essentially.
So, balance.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm mainly watching Monday Night Raw, but I'm turning over to Monday Night Nitro at age 29. That's all I'm doing now. That's all.
Well, I just wanted to see where your mind was at. So, I've been leaning more AEW.
Oof.
Mainly just because I'm just tired of WWE product. I got WWE fatigue.
Huh?
Said I got WWE fatigue. So.
That's fine. And you know what? That's a good thing about having an alternative to WWE now, because now you're not just like, fuck this. I don't feel like watching wrestling anymore. You're like, all right, what else I can watch? You know what I'm saying? And having wrestling shows televised at a reasonable time slot is the way to go, because people watch wrestling. A lot of people watch wrestling. And the thing is that not everybody want to watch WWE all the time, but WWE up until this point had a certain monopoly over the wrestling game. And now that you have wrestling companies starting to get time slots that are of significance, that are prime time, and people are starting to watch alternatives to WWE wrestling, it makes people wonder, well, what else is out there? Then you have people looking at, your indies, your New Japans, your Ring of Honors. The people stumble upon Ring of Honor on ABC at like 2 a.m. I know I have. I've stuck around to watch a couple of episodes. So it's like, once these, wrestling promotions start securing these time slots and start getting a larger base, oh, buddy, we're back to wrestling competition. We're back to watching wrestling probably 5 days a week. That's a possibility. But for the subject changer, number 10, Russell Westbrook for John Wall in the first rounder. Every ball child is in a wild team situation. Thoughts on that, Kenny?
Listen, I think John Wall is a better fit in Houston anyway.
You think so? How so?
Yeah, because it gives Wall somebody else that can score with him, right? And he doesn't have to feel like he got to put up all the points. And plus, he hasn't really got to play with Bill the way Bill is now. You know what I'm saying? And that gives Houston a better chance to spread the floor. However, I think it works for Washington too, because Washington hasn't really had anybody that can really take over a game. Yeah, Bill can give you 30, but y'all still lose. And Bill will have 30 and 6 or something. Westbrook gonna get you 30. Westbrook gonna get you 30 while giving you 12 assists, while giving you 11 boards, and maybe a couple steals.
Well, my thing is this, right? With Russ going to Washington, Bradley Beal has to really play a role player or a second fiddle to Russell Westbrook. Because Russell Westbrook is going to want to be that player again, where he needs the ball all the time, like in his hands all the time, in order to make shit happen. So, like, I don't know how things are going to pan out for Washington. I'm definitely not sure how things are going to pan out for Houston because I, at this point, don't even know what the situation is in Houston anymore. Because if I'm not mistaken, Harden wants out of Houston too.
Well, I think they're looking into what Harden is trading Harden, but they said they're not trying to trade him. But you can't go with that because John Wall just last week was talking about, I don't want to leave DC. I'm gonna be here forever and got traded.
That's
so
true.
None of that shit matters. So
that is an excellent point. Nonetheless, I mean that's something to watch for the next season. Like who does better where?
Yep, that's what we're looking at. I'm banking on Wall. I'm putting my money on John Wall with James
All right. Well, I guess I'm counteract that bet with Washington reluctantly.
Reluctant.
Very reluctant about it, but yeah.
I guess it could be worse. It could be the Hawks.
Jesus. Fuck you. Hey. Listen.
I be forgetting that you like the Hawks sometimes, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you.
All Atlanta pro teams.
Yeah, I think about that afterwards. You're like me because I like all Philly stuff, but I think about it afterwards because it's be like, let's see who's a bad team.
Well, you like Philly because you have family ties to Philly, and it's like caused you to grow up, liking what your family like, or what a dominant amount of your family like. I refuse to be a Redskins fan.
So you just pick. You can't say that.
No, yeah, Redskins. You're right. I gotta bring out the buzzer for that.
It's one for me and one for you. We both said it.
Yeah.
You like Troy Aikman and Joe Buck out here.
Yeah, that's fair. Like,
but I give people like Troy Aikman and Michael Strahan a pass because like for decades, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take them a while to get used to that because like for decades, these guys were in like meeting rooms planning for the previous name of said football team. So that's been instilled in their brain for like 2 decades plus, right? Even after they retired. So, like
in everyone's brain.
It's gonna take them some time to like figure it out as opposed to somebody who just, hasn't really like, what I'm saying, had to consistently call them by the name. So I'm not saying that it's cool for them to say it or whatever, since it does offend a group of people. I think it's just giving them a pass to like make the mistake and give them a chance to correct it. You know what I'm saying? People were trying to crucify them. I'm like, nah, bro, that's not fair.
But yeah, like you had like family ties to Philly, so it's like that makes sense. Me, I became a Falcons fan after they beat the Vikings in the conference championship, and even after John Elway ruined my fun again. I just stuck to Atlanta. And then I was like, well, I don't feel like rooting for anybody else outside of like Atlanta because then it just gets confusing for me. Like, I don't know. I start to become a fan of a city. I mean, I started to become a fan of a sport in a certain city and getting confused with another sport. Now, next thing you know, I'm like a fucking Chicago White Sox fan. Like, it just it would have gotten confusing and like redundant for me. So I was like, I'm just going to stick to Atlanta sports. But then the Thrashers moved to Winnipeg. It's like, well, this throws me a bit for a loop, huh? Well, I guess I'm a Atlanta and Winnipeg Jets fan. It's like, well, can't you be a Calgary Flames fan too, since they were also in Atlanta at one point? Don't be an asshole. All right. pre-Bono.
Listen,
Or
that's like me saying I could be a Warriors fan because they used to be in Philadelphia.
right. Or if the Steagles were to become a thing again, boom, you're a fan. Like, no, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works. That's like me because I used to like the Supersonics used to be my second team behind the Sixers. I could be like, yeah, I'm a Thunder fan because I used to like the Supersonics. Like, no.
At this point, why would you want to be a Thunder fan?
Well, a Thunder fan? I don't want to be a Thunder fan. I want my Supersonics back.
That would be dope. However, they have been talking about possibly bringing them back.
Yeah, I'll be there for that.
Because I
want KD and his youth back. I want all that back.
I want the Sean Kemp flat top, all of it.
All of it.
With the line part. All right?
Right.
Don't half-ass it. And the Gumby fade. Can't forget the Gumby fade. Nonetheless. I mean, as far as the ball boys go, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I know Alonzo has, you know what I'm saying? So, like, all right, Alonzo in New Orleans, right? Yeah. That's going to work.
Check. I think he got... Oh, no. Lonzo is in LA now. He's a Clipper.
Really? Oh, shit. I don't like that, though.
Let's make this even funnier. All right? LaMelo.
He's in Charlotte. I know that.
Yeah.
He's going to be by himself. Dear God, he's going to struggle.
Let's make this even funnier.
Leangelo's in Detroit.
Yes.
I don't know who else they got in Detroit, but they left
Blake Griffin, I think.
I ain't gonna be trash. Damn, bruh.
LeVar Ball is somewhere having a meltdown.
LeVar Ball is somewhere like, my son's in the league, don't care.
Oh, these is about to be journeymen. They're about to be the McCowns of the NBA. You know the McCown family, Kenny?
Yeah, that's
yeah. That's the destined to be. They're destined to be journeyman players to plug in when you need, just the right amount of talent to push your team to the next level.
Jesus, I hope LaMelo breaks that trend. For my sake, for his sake, I hope he can actually make Charlotte something. But they gotta build around him, though.
Yeah, hope. But you fail to forget who owns the team.
Yeah, I forget it, but maybe he can have some change.
But man, that's a better player than an owner.
Maybe it could change Jordan's fortune as an owner.
No. It won't. Why? Because Jordan creates his own misfortune as an owner.
Listen, somebody just need to tell him to stop talking.
But maybe you're right? Maybe LaMelo is the end of that drought. Maybe
because Kemba was supposed to be it, but they ain't built around him. Maybe he learned from Kemba.
Kemba? Well, nah, that's different because
maybe he
didn't
learned from
build around Kemba.
They
didn't build around Kemba. Who did they put around Kemba?
Michael Kidd-Christ and Cody Zeller or whatever his name is.
Was Steven Adams a part of that team at one point?
I think Steven Adams did play for them, and like somebody else that was trash.
Adam Morrison from like years ago.
You'll probably think you might be Adam Morrison too.
Same person, right?
Yeah, they really are the same person, which is hilarious.
I mean, Steven Adams is what Adam Morrison should have been.
Jesus Christ. They would call the Adam Morrison the next Dirt Nowitzki, and that was pissing me off.
He called what?
I heard they would call him the next Dirt Nowitzki, the way he was shooting. That
Oh,
was pissing me off.
Everybody just calm down, all right?
Like, y'all need to calm the hell down.
If anything, Ryan LaFrance.
Ryan LaFrance. Jesus Christ. You mean Rafe LaFrance? Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. I'm going crazy right now.
Let's see. Who else? Well, no, they didn't have Juan Dixon. The Wizards had Juan Dixon.
Yeah. I'm mad.
Let's name some of the greatest busts in NBA history off the top of our heads.
If we're being completely honest,
let's just name some.
Honestly, Jordan's time as GM in Washington told us everything we need to know about Jordan and management in general.
Trash. Totally trash. Let's name some of the biggest busts in NBA history.
Because MJ.
Just man, still talking about MJ being trash.
No, because it gets to one of the biggest draft busts in NBA history. That's why I'm introducing it as such, right?
Okay.
So MJ needed a center for his squad when he would decide to make that comeback we don't talk about. All right.
I do. I have a Jordan Wizards jersey.
Yeah, well, one of my best friends that I consider my sister, she wrote on it when we were in middle school and completely ruined it for me. So, but it was the white jersey too. But at any rate, so yeah, he needed a center to pretty much essentially compliment him, right? And he proceeds to go draft Kwame Brown.
That is funny, but I think I got one that's probably just as bad.
No. The only person that is equally bad is Andrew Bynum.
No. In my opinion, I would like to toss Greg Oden's hat to the fray. Greg Oden was very much a bust.
Yeah. All right. You got a point there.
That and Darko Milicic.
Ooh, I ain't heard that name in years.
Darko Milicic, boy.
Good buddy. Sean Bradley.
Well, Sean Bradley had a kind of decent career.
Lie to me again.
He was in Space Jam.
You know what we know Sean Bradley as, Kenny, aside from Space Jam? The NBA's favorite poster boy of the 90s. That's what we know Sean Bradley as. Why? Because Sean Bradley was 7'6" and essentially a measuring stick for motherfuckers to try to pogo over. Apparently, 7'6" is an invite to try to get dunked on. So him, George Marison, who was 7'7", and you saw how long he lasted in the league. Yeah. We learned early that anything above 7'1", not for you. Not a good time. Nonetheless, I thought I had another one, but no, I don't. I said Andrew Bynum already.
Yeah, I don't think I got another one on top of my head either.
Andrew Bynum was getting it good too because your man's played like all of 1 or 2 seasons or so. Had a knee injury. Came back from a knee injury. Just collected checks from you motherfuckers.
No, he stole a check. He stole it. That's what he did. He stole it.
Listen, it was written to the order of Andrew Bynum. So
He stole that joke.
that check was paid to the order of Andrew Bynum. Was it really stolen?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Very much so.
I think that he suckered y'all into signing him, and he just collected the checks that you guys offered him. You guys offered the checks, Kenny. These weren't steals. It's not stealing if they're offered.
He stole it.
That's the point. It's not stealing if they're offered to you. So how did he possibly steal it? This math isn't adding up, Kenny. I think you're just butthurt.
I think he stole it, just like Alshon Jeffrey stealing money now, just like Deshaun Jackson stealing money.
Alshon Jeffrey just sucks. That's different. Well, not completely different, but kind of different.
Thief. I'm saying it's not different at all. It's not different at all.
It's not a huge difference. Andrew Bynum is a little better.
He stole.
Andrew Bynum was actually good. That's the thing. Andrew Bynum was actually good. He just
Alshon was actually good.
Money. I'll tell you what, it wasn't even him that stole y'all's money. It was his knees that stole y'all money.
He stole from me in the Sixers.
He ran off. He ran off on the plug with bad knees. You hate to see it. You really do.
Can we not talk about Andrew Bynum as a Sixer? It didn't happen. Okay.
Oh, it very much happened.
No, it didn't. How can it happen if he didn't play? He never played.
Exactly. That's what makes it even funnier.
No, it's not.
That's why it's so memorable. He never played.
Whatever. Who stole money from the Hawks? You're lucky I can't think of anybody.
No one. God, that's stupid. We're just incompetent.
Yeah, man, Bynum sat on the sideline for a whole season.
Tried out weird ass hairstyles and
hairstyles out.
Boy, that was a fun time.
Shit.
What'd you say, Kitty? That was a hell of a time. I had so much fun during that. You were in anguish. Oh, fuck all that. I'll tell you, I know the exact moment, and I didn't even know you at this point, Kenny, but I know the exact moment where you went to go throw it into a trash can somewhere. I would bring it up.
No, let's see.
You already know.
What are you looking for? Are you looking this up?
Yes, I am.
Is this about the Sixers?
When Andrew might have pulled up to the interview with this show here. You were over it. Over it, I say. Breathe, Carlos. In 4, out 4. Oh my God. Oh, come on, Kitty. Ah, I'm having fun here.
I don't think that's funny.
I do. As long as one half of the show thinks it's funny, it's funny.
But it was just not funny when I was, whatever, bro. I know what this. I know what this show is now. It's clear. It's favoritism. It's a. I thought it was a democracy. No, it's a fucking dictatorship. Okay, whatever you enjoy is what the show is. Fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm fucking done. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. This is crazy.
Hey,
I'm done.
Kenny wanted the show canceled so bad, dog. Like Kenny wanted to go to war with cancel culture, and wants this show to be the vehicle for that.
We can win.
Yo. What Kenny want to use exaggerated Asian accents. Oh man,
I don't think that's funny.
we've had too much fun this episode, Kenny. Too much fun.
Who's had too much fun? You had too much fun?
Yeah, well, I've had too much fun. I've kind of ruined the fun for you this week.
You ain't ruined nothing for me. I'm fine.
Well, yeah, you're mad that I wouldn't let you offend people.
So you think the basis of my comedy is offending people? That is very disrespectful.
Not the basis, but the wing, but a wing of it. Yes.
A good joke is semi-offensive, if you ask my opinion.
A good joke is semi-true.
Listen.
And I guess you have a point to a certain extent, but still, it's not nice. Oh man, we've said a lot of funny things tonight, Kenny. However, any final thoughts? Or actually, do you have anything else to add on to this show? We're actually making a pretty good time here.
I don't have anything to add on the show. Actually, I haven't done Inside the Five this week.
Yeah, you've done Inside the Five for 2 straight weeks. This is supposed to be an occasional thing, like maybe a monthly thing, maybe a.
I will be looking to see what I was wrong about.
But goddamn, you cherry bombed us with 2 in 2 weeks. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah, I will be looking to see where I was wrong about soon. But again, I push mental health help. You know what I mean? Seek help, seek therapy. And I'm getting to the point, man. I just really have not given a fuck about anything, and it's just good and bad to a certain extent. Good because I'm focusing on myself and I'm really caring about myself. Bad because it's like I don't want it to change my whole character, right? Like I don't want to be somebody I'm not in the process. But at the same time, like if I'm telling somebody, like, look, this is where I'm at right now, and all this is happening, and you proceed to act like you understand, but then turn around and say something else, then I'm just gonna be like, well, I get that your opinion, but that's just how I am right now. Like I'm not looking for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel how you feel, I feel how I feel. Like I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, go back and forth with you. I don't have time for it anymore. So like, take me as I am, of all my flaws and all, or don't deal with it. Not saying that I'm not. Not saying that I'm not actively working on my flaws, but at the same time, I ain't gonna never be perfect. So trying to reach perfection is just a waste of time. Like I'm not saying.
All we can do is be our best selves.
This nigga said, "Welcome to the club."
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that for a while now. Even after through what you went through, I was like, listen, man, this is just a time for you to figure out who the hell you are as an individual, and if things go up for you, if things go down for you, regardless, I'm gonna have your back in it all. But tolerance is optional. That's what I was trying to. That's one of the main things I've been trying to convey to you. Tolerance is optional. Like, you don't have to tolerate people's bullshit if you don't want to. So don't do it. Like, whether or not they're emotional ties to them or anything of that sort. Yeah, it may seem sociopathic, but it's a form of protecting yourself. And
Right.
you have to, in this society, you have to protect yourself to a certain extent. You want to be, warm and friendly, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember that if not your family, you're the only person that got your back.
Correct.
I was about to say,
and I'll give you more into this once we're off air.
Yeah. That's not to say, there's people that you could trust in the outside world, but trust them as far as you can throw them, unless there's solid people with the record that, they couldn't, in good conscience, fuck anybody over. And there are people out there like that. You're one of those people, Kenny.
Am I?
But you like this?
Don't doubt me, okay? You're one of the only friends I got.
What do you like this? Given my history with the people that know me the longest, I'm more likely to turn heel than you are.
Okay, well.
I say that because I can be wildly selfish because I'm looking out for myself as opposed to looking out for others like I've grown up doing all my life. So I would do some, if it's to further myself ahead, there's a possibility. On the other side of that fence, though, if I was given like a contract offer, but the stipulation was I had to be a solo act, I wouldn't do it without discussing it with you first. And if I even get a sense that you're not fine with it, I wouldn't do it. I'm a bit complex, I should say. Anyway, all thoughts?
Oh no, that was my thought. That's my final thought. That was it.
All right. So
Yeah,
aside from the fact that I am twisted like a bag of ropes, my final thought is that I think we should abolish speed limits, Kenny. Or if not, we should probably figure out teleportation, like scientifically.
Man, I would love to be able to instant transmission wherever the hell I needed to be.
Bro, you don't understand. Like, I'm at a point now where I don't enjoy driving anymore. Well, that's a lie. I love driving. I'll always love driving. I hate driving in traffic now because it's nerve-wracking. Because it's a bunch of people that can't drive. And by can't drive, I mean like doing things that causes traffic to slow down, or like just fuck up any flow of traffic. Like you're fucking up any type of flow of traffic for little to no reason. Like you can't drive for shit. Because my thing is this: even if there was like an accident on the side of the road, right? The most you can do is look over and see what's going on. However, that's only happening for all of 2 or 3 seconds. So why aren't you looking ahead to see what the fuck going on? Why is everybody going slow? And at a certain point, before you get to what's going on, you'll see what's going on from a distance. So you'll know what's going on. So start speeding the fuck up at that point. The fuck? Like, or really pisses me off? People who brake at green lights. There's a special place in hell for people like that. I don't like people that brake at green lights, Kenny. I'm talking about like they're already going like 35 miles per hour, and then like the light has been green, and they're like slowing down just to go through the light. Like, what the fuck is your problem, dude?
Nah.
Like, it's things like that like blows the shit out of me, or people that like want to jump out into traffic, like they're coming out of an establishment or like a parking area or something like that, and they jump out into the main street just to go slow as shit.
That sounds like that has been irritating you for a good while.
That, and when people like turn into places slow as shit.
Well, see, I can't talk about any of this because that's how I drive right now. But that is only because I am a novice driver. So,
well, people with the like student driver bumper sticker, I give a break because like you're new. So instead of like getting pissed off about how you're driving, I'm just going to give you an example on how you should drive once you get a hang of it. And I'm going to drive around you. Yeah. And the process, I'm going to look at you like, watch this. And then I'm going to go, nah, I'm not going to do all that.
That's how my cousin is. When we were riding today, she was like, I'm aggressive. I'm sorry. Just screaming to the other drivers on here. And I was like, she's like, yeah, I was talking to them. And I love my sis. Yeah, she's like driving, and she's like got her nose up. She's like, I'm aggressive. I'm sorry. Like turn her nose up.
Turn her nose up. Come on, man. I gonna be snooty about
me. You gonna have to wait till I go. I said that's crazy.
No, that's the thing. She thinks it's her road. It's not her road. It's everyone's road.
That's funny. That's just hilarious.
And she needs to respect that, or she's going to be very overdue for a car accident very soon.
Listen.
So, good luck on that. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I just think it's funny.
And it's like, I don't really have road rage like that. I don't. But people driving under the speed limit when already the speed limit is a very slow ass speed in the first place, those people piss me off. Like, I just, why are you going so slow?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point? What's the reason? Where do you need to be? Do you know how to use a GPS? No. You don't need to be in a vehicle.
Well, I feel really attacked.
Again, like I said, you're a student driver. You're not experienced. So it's like, all right, I get it. You're not an experienced driver. So I don't fault you for that. For like you going slow because you're still getting the hang of um like the G forces and driving a vehicle. So it's like, all right, I get it. You're going slow because you're starting to, figure out. You're starting to learn how to acclimate yourself to driving a vehicle at certain speeds. So I'm not mad at you for that. I'm not. However, motherfuckers that you know for a fact that them motherfuckers have been driving for at least a good 3 to 4 years. At the least, at the minimum. I be wanting to tell them to pull over and run me my fade because there's no fucking way. Like, there's no fucking way. It is impossible. Like, what did you learn in driving school? Or did you barely pass your driving test? Did your driver's license come in a cereal box? Like, I have questions. Why are you doing things that we did not learn in driving school? And I remember the things that I learned in driving school. Why? Because I paid attention in driving school. Why? Because I wanted to make sure if there was anything that I did know already, which there was a lot that I already did know. However, there was quite a little bit that I didn't know about the nuances of driving that I paid attention to. And then there are things that, don't matter, like using your hand while also using a turn signal. Why in the fuck would you do that? You have turn signals. That's what turn signals for. That's another set of people who piss me off. People who don't use their goddamn turn signals. People like that, I don't let them over. Like, they try to switch a lane and shit. I dare you to crash into me, because I'm gonna fuck you up because this crash is your fault. Because you didn't signal me that you were going to switch lanes. You decided you wanted to cut me the fuck off.
Man.
So now I have to buck 50. So, however, if you use your turn signal to signify you're switching lane, I'll even slow down for you to create the space for you so you can switch lanes. That's just courtesy. So, but yeah, that's my final thought. I fucking hate pedestrian drivers, and I pray for teleportation daily.
Well, alrighty then.
Who's bringing it home again? First.
Me, I guess. My name is Kenneth Whitaker, aka Hendrik Soul, the original Millennial Falcon. I say that so often that when I try to say the real ship name, I said Millennial and not Millennial.
$23, $24, $25.
Hey, Last Black Jedi. You will ride the Philly and give me a real Philly cheesesteak. I can't wait for the day I can actually make that trip and do that shit on my own.
I'm actually making a plan to do that with a homegirl of mine, but it may not happen because I may not have the gas money by then. We'll see you next week on Girl. We will see. Most likely not.
AKA Nacho Man, I'm a savage. Oh, yes. The one thing I want you to remember is, Mean Gene, that the Nacho Man always has a plan. Yeah. And the one plan that the Nacho Man knows how to execute is getting rid of any thought that doesn't want anything to do with the Nacho Man. Yeah. You see, the Nacho Man is never a one woman man, Mean Gene.
You sure isn't?
It is wild oats, as they say. The Nacho Man is all about self-improvement, and the only self-improvement that the Nacho Man cares to care about, Mean Gene, is the self-improvement of the Nacho Man's bank account, and maybe just having a fully stocked refrigerator, and maybe one day getting a beer belly. Yeah, but I can't have too big of a beer belly, Nacho Man, because the hoes don't approve. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nacho Man, I'm a Savage, live from his refrigerator while he's eating a turkey sandwich. Back to you, Bobby.
Who stole my Hennessy? Yeah. AKA the very sexual, the very tight.
Very tight, yes.
Austin Powers Faja.
Wait, is Faja?
Dad is Faja.
Father.
Most excellent agent we've ever seen. Yes, the most excellent agent we've ever seen. AKA Mr. Go Slick Vodka. Hey, he drops the purse, man. Would you next help with your groceries? That would be lovely. Would you like me to buy you alcohol? That would be lovely. Enjoy your remaining years. I will. Enjoy fucking Jules. I will. How old are you? 22. You most certainly are. That'd be $8. Oh,
those are $8 bills. Like, all right, okay.
Hey yo.
Now we're doing too much. Now we're dreaming big here, buddy.
Oh yeah. That whole little scene and the scenarios he drew was so fucking hilarious. You fucking killed her. No.
Man just sitting there in real life, just shook, just frozen, like stuck.
Right. And then he comes out. Folk was like, what's all the stolen liquor, Jenny Ocean? Did you hide up your butt? Piss off. I was going to do it, but there's a security breach. You had never did it.
Right, everybody.
Let's go to the liquor store, watch a stupid fake ID, you reject it. Wait, I'm going to put my vest back in my locker.
Yo, I was going in on that vest, bro.
Well, I should have worn the vest. Jesus Christ. AKA Vincent Kennedy Black Man. Yeah. Now that I see that other companies are working with each other, I think it's time for the WWE to get engaged with people, and I'm gonna yell each and every one of you that I'm gonna be in control of it because people are gonna be watching each and every week as I continue to shove Roman Reigns down your throat with this heel gimmick because you people keep pissing me off. And that's why I keep giving you on a pole matches. And it's going to happen where, Carlos?
In your office.
In my office. And for once in your pathetic lives, you people are going to see what it's like to run $1 million corporation.
Oh my God. Fuck this dude. To bring it home, I am Carlos Crawford, a.k.a. demanding Bret Hart gets the fuck out of the ring so I can have my moment as new champion. It's Chin Music Charlie, a.k.a. Vic Flair. I've been to the limit one time in my life. It took Sophia Rose and Alexis Love back to back to make Vic Flair even flinch. Woo!
What a time, man! Whenever he go on them rants, bro, I've been watching the Ric Flair promos too to get my like confidence back up, and that shit works for me. I don't know for you, that shit works. Like
AKA,
whenever I'm calling myself Space Mountain again, nigga, I'm back.
AKA Snack Miller. Throw the lightning bolt. My bitch got them thunder thighs. It's Young Zeus with it. Throw the blood in the circle, playing duck, duck, goose with it. Too prolific. AKA Gelato Graham. There was one game where we never threw the ball. We called it the grinder game. It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done. AKA the idiom savant. Listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore, Kenny. I'm so over this Roman Reigns angle so much. I didn't even plan to talk about it this week.
Yeah. Beat around
the bush. That's your idiom. There we go. And to bring it home, a.k.a. Haystack West. Howdy, partner. I think you're in the wrong place. Well, wait a minute. I hear you guys sell the wacky tobacco. Who's asking? An enthused advocate that's bone dry. Well, come on in. We got what you're looking for. We have sleepers, wakers, expanders. Depends on your style, mister. I'm actually a bit of everything if you have variety. I actually came from some nice fellers from out Bompton that had 13 different sleepers and stuff. Hey, fellas, get a load of this guy. He said he found those guys in Bompton with the weak flowers. Mister, you're in luck. I am. You sure are. We got just the shipment. 20 different strains spanning all different types. Now we're cooking with gas.
What the hell's taking him so long?
Good work, Moose.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Horace, you are wanted by my brother, and I have no clue why, but I do not wish to take you in. Then why do you have me dog-tight? Well, I want to work something out with you, where I see to it that this obviously illegal operation you got going on goes untouched by the law. And what's in it for you? I'm glad you asked. Ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 119. Like or subscribe us on Facebook and YouTube, respectively. You cowards.
Share that shit.
Do
Share
it.
that shit.
All right.
And ladies, you can ride Space Mountain for as long as you want. Only if you're 18 years old or over. Woo!
Nah, my age line starts at 27. That's me. That's just me. All right, we're off this.